went out, just kind of going around the town, just went sightseeing. It was a pretty long day. We came back to our house, and there was actually a bear in my driveway. Yeah.
In your driveway? What do you do? Hey guys, welcome back to LATV Aventura Road. I am your host Jeanette, and today I have a very special guest with us. It's Michael Rodriguez.
Hey, how's it
going? Michael, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so excited that you could be here with us. We're gonna do a little bit of a walk on Anchorage, and you're gonna show me and talk to me about your favorite things about Alaska and Anchorage. Is that cool?
Yep, sounds good.
All right, let's go. Let's do this. So, Michael Rodriguez, do you have any Latin heritage?
Yes, I do. So my grandfather was actually born in Mexico, came to the United States, I believe, when he was 7 years old. Spent most of his life in Texas, and that's actually where I grew up. I was born and raised in Corpus Christi, Texas, lived in Houston, and joined the military when I was 20.
Michael is actually active duty military stationed here in Anchorage, Alaska. What are some of your favorite things about Alaska and some of your least favorite things about Alaska?
So believe it or not, one of my favorite things is the snow. Growing up in Texas, we didn't have any snow. We also weren't really prepared for it if we ever did get any. But here you get it in full force, and at first it was a little nerve-wracking, but I got used to it pretty quick and I learned to love it. My kids love it, my wife loves it. It's just a really pretty thing to see. It's not like any other snow from other states. It's beautiful, and the winters here, even though the darkness kind of lasts a little bit longer, it's just a pretty sight to see.
Okay, what about your least favorite of the things from Alaska?
It's really hard because I love this state so much, even though I've only been up here for 2 years. If I had to say one thing, I think it's maybe just how slick the roads get. I have gotten stuck up here already.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't fun. It was a pretty bad situation, but we got out, had some friends help me out. But, so that doesn't happen. I mean, you just have to prepare. You know the roads are going to get slick here, and you have to be a defensive driver.
Careful driver for sure, right?
Yeah, definitely careful.
Don't go overly, no speeding at all in the winter, please.
Absolutely not. Honestly, I think that's the only thing, but you can avoid that just by being prepared.
Have you had any encounters with the famous and well-known wildlife here, like face-to-face with a bear or a moose?
So I have.
Really?
Yeah. My wife and I went out with the kids. I have 2 little girls. Took them out. It was the beginning of our summer, our first summer here actually. We went out, just kind of going around the town, just went sightseeing. It was a pretty long day. We came back to our house, and there was actually a bear in my driveway. Yeah.
In your driveway? What do you do?
We just waited for it to make its way along, That's the biggest thing. You just kind of let them be on their way. It was a black bear. Black bears here.
They're not as bad as grizzlies, right?
No, nowhere near. Honestly, you just leave them alone. They'll leave you alone. They're fairly timid. And to be honest, we weren't even in the car for more than 5 minutes until it just made its way.
Okay.
And decided to go somewhere else.
Well, I would be absolutely terrified if I encountered a bear right in front of my house. Although I hear that moose are a lot more dangerous.
Moose are a lot more dangerous. They're kind of the same though. You just leave them alone, and they tend to go on their business. Yeah, keep a safe distance. But it is a really pretty thing to see. I mean, nature itself, wildlife itself. Yeah, it can be dangerous, but it could also be nice too.
Mesmerizing, right? Because you don't get in those opportunities absolutely anywhere else.
No, not at all.
Nowhere else you walk outside and you have a high chance of seeing a bear right in your porch. Michael, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. Yep. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you for your service, by the way.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We are very, very happy to have you on our show. We are a Latino targeted audience TV station. So I am so glad that I could find so many Latinos here in Alaska and be able to connect with you. So thank you so much, Michael. It's been such a pleasure, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your time here in Alaska. Make the most of it, and I hope we'll see you around again.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I was happy to do this.
Alright guys, so this is it for my Alaska trip. I'm going to go back home now to California, but before I go, I wanted to tell you thank you for joining me on this adventure one more time. I hope I'll see you on the next one. And make sure that you also follow us on our social media at LATV Network. You can also find me on my personal Instagram at Jeanette Reyes. You can also find the rest of our amazing content at latv.com. Until the next time, bye-bye. Mwah.